Welcome to the Outsider's Guide to Early Retirement. I'm just a few months away from retiring from my corporate role in my mid-50s. Since my company isn't aware of my plans yet, I'll be keeping my identity under wraps until my official retirement date. That's why I'm using an avatar for now. Once officially retired, I will introduce myself more appropriately. This podcast is all about helping you navigate your journey to early retirement. I'll be sharing my personal experiences, the highs and lows, all unfiltered. One question I have been asked is, how did I come to the decision to retire early? It's more than just about having the financial means to do it. I really started to consider early retirement about 2.5 years ago. At that time, it seemed more aspirational than a certainty. I knew some things would need to fall into place. Number one, the economy and the stock market would both need to stay strong. Number two, I would need to be strategic with how I handled future bonuses. If number one happened, the annual bonuses would be good, and this would require the discipline to not purchase depreciating assets. Boat ownership would have to wait. Number three, to leave in good conscience, it is important to me that the next level of leadership be ready to step in. My company has been good to me, and I want to leave my department better than I found it. So here I am, over 2 years later, and all three things are lining up. So why am I retiring early? Is it just because I can? Not really. There are lots of people who are financially better off than me who decide to keep working. Yes, having my financial plan in order is an ante to play the game, but my decision to retire early really came down to 3 other reasons. First, my work has never defined my self-identity. I don't say this as a strength or weakness. I say it as a matter of fact. Maybe if I was someone who looked for more affirmation through work, I might have climbed the corporate ladder a lot faster. Don't get me wrong, I like my work and the industry, but it doesn't scratch the surface of who I am. My biggest accomplishments in life have more to do with my family, friends, and other endeavors than they do work. For me, this will make it easier to walk away. My ego isn't tied to the office. Second, I've always pictured myself being a really active retiree. The thing I worry about is, the longer I wait to retire, the harder those activities are going to be on my body. I want to be out hiking, traveling, staying fit, even playing sports, not just sitting around. And when I say travel, I don't mean to disembark from a cruise ship and follow a herd of lethargic tourists from one overcrowded landmark to another. I want my travel to be immersive and culturally educational. A third reason for my decision is actually related to the second reason, the toll my job has on my health and wellness. I work in a high-stress industry. You're only as good as your last deal, and the pipeline needs to stay full. It's early mornings and late nights, making it challenging to get in consistent workouts. Lots of after-hours meetings for dinner and drinks don't help the cause. Seems like there is always an event to be at. My Apple Watch sleep score is documentation of the sacrifice. Now don't shed a tear for me. The money is good, and this is what I signed up for. But it begs another important question when contemplating an early retirement. How much is enough? There is always the temptation to work one more year, maybe just one more bonus cycle, and then call it quits. For me, I am at a point where I just don't need any more toys or gear for my hobbies. I can retire and live comfortably with an ample travel budget to boot. Look, maybe I won't be going to as many fancy steakhouses when I retire or the corporate suite for sporting events, all perks of working for a Fortune 500 company. Will I miss that? Probably a little. But it's a trade-off I am more than willing to make. At the end of the day, what I really want is more time with my wife and my adult kids. More time doing the things I enjoy, on my schedule, not someone else's. In a future episode, I'll share my full plan for life after retirement. And yes, it's more than just tackling that never-ending list of home repairs. Some things are already in motion, and I'm even getting involved with a few organizations that I'm excited about. I hope you found today's episode helpful. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel and means a lot to me. And if you've got a question or a thought, drop it in the comments. I'll do my best to respond. Thanks again for hanging out with me today, and let's keep moving forward on this journey together.